teeth needs a pillow, and some service you can see. A quarter something special, come on out to MTV. We brighten up your picture and we send you on your way. So don't forget to turn to us, MTV Today.
It takes a long time and a lot of hard work for a band to put it all together. It's a long haul to the top. Practice, rehearsals, bad breaks, smoke-filled dives, and 1,000 club dates. Only 1 in a million gets that big break. A chance to sign with a major record label. So when a shot at the top knocks at your door, you jump at it. The MTV Basement Tapes, where unknowns compete for a major recording contract and a crack at stardom. Who has what it takes to win? You be the judge.
So right now, I think we're ready to get into our first basement tape. It comes from Ventura, California, by a guy named Dorian Blue. Now, Dorian's song is a gentle love ballad, but the video he's done takes a real funny approach to the old story of boy meets girl, boy loses girl. One of the leading men in this video is a monster who also starred in a movie called Scared to Death. Dorian borrowed both the actor and his $70,000 costume for this video called It's Driving Me Crazy.
Firelight, walking hand in hand, singing soft beneath the stars, barefoot in the sand. And I remember telling you of all the countless things I had to do. So I turned to leave, certain we were through. But it's driving me crazy, hearing your voice in the night, knowing you're nowhere inside. It's driving me crazy, lying awake with the moon, thinking I left too soon. Sifting through the mass confusion, haunted by the past, best forgotten memories, persistent holding fast. In such a case, I found it true, a change of heart can only turn out blue. And it feels so strange, knowing he's with you. It's driving me crazy, hearing your voice in the night, knowing you're nowhere inside. It's driving me crazy, lying awake with the moon, thinking I left too soon. Thinking I left too soon.
It's Driving Me Crazy from Dorian Blue, who, aside from being a classically trained musician, also has his own video production company. In fact, he just did a video for Three Dog Night called Shot in the Dark. Our next basement tape is from two guys from Dallas, Texas, who call themselves Kim and Callahan. Now, Kim Youngkin and Mark Callahan have been performing together since they were 8 years old. And here we have a shot of them at a talent contest way back then. Recently, they went back to their home state of Indiana to see their friends, some of whom are unemployed auto workers. And that's actually what inspired the video you're about to see. Keep an eye out, incidentally, for a 54 Eldorado once owned by actor Jack Palance. This is Kim and Callahan with Cadillac.
Japanese. Well, it's a Cadillac, Cadillac, woo! Yeah, it's a Cadillac, Cadillac, woo! Japanese. Well, it's a Cadillac, Cadillac, woo! Yeah, 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 it's a Cadillac, Cadillac, woo!
That is Kim and Callahan from Dallas, Texas with Cadillac. You know, they had a hard time convincing a few junkyard owners to let them shoot in their yards when they came across these three young guys who owned a yard. And they see MTV, and we're honored to have Kim and Callahan shoot there. And we are certainly glad that we could have been of some help. Now, we will be back with the first of
out of my mind. I'm a sucker for love, a sucker for your love. You know I'm just a sucker for love. I'm a sucker for love, a sucker for your love. You know I'm just a sucker for love.
right, that is Glenn Walters from San Francisco with Sucker for Love. You know, tonight is a special night for Glenn. Not only do we have his video on the MTV Basement Tapes, but it's also his birthday. So happy birthday, Glenn, and good luck tonight. Now, so far on tonight's Basement Tapes, we've seen a 61 Corvette, a 54 Eldorado, and now we go to Monmouth, Oregon to meet the owner of a 1950 Olds 88. Mark Kershner saw an ad for the Olds in a used car section, and he was inspired to write a song about it. He named his band after it and eventually wound up buying the car. Now here is Mark Kershner in the new 88s with Details Inside. And there you have it, Details Inside from Mark Kershner and the new 88. You know, The day before Mark made the video, he broke his finger stringing up the popcorn machine, and the next day, his 54 Olds 88 that we just saw stalled out on the way to the shoot, so much for used cars.